on the big TV.
Hey guys, Michael with Mealey Marine, and today's video I'll be showing you guys me replacing the air injector on my Mercury Pro XS 250 two-stroke motor. And what got this started is I was out fishing with my son and I got a starboard fuel system direct injectors not working properly on my smart craft gauge. Couldn't get up on pad and the motor started running very rough. So did some research and learned what an air injector direct injector was. And the way to remove it is you have to remove the fuel rail, which is held on by two 15mm nuts. You pull that out far enough, and the direct injector is the silver pancake looking thing that's underneath the fuel rail. And you just take that and you pull it out. It's a little tough, it's a little tight in there, so just pull it out and then you disconnect it. After you disconnect it, you're going to have to test if it works. So you hook a hot and a ground wire to a battery and you touch those two terminals and you should hear a click. If you don't hear a click, that means that that injector is bad or extremely clogged and you're going to need to get fixed or replaced, and that is very expensive. So we figured out which one is bad, and now what we're going to do is we're going to replace that and do a 300-hour service.
We are here today to do a service on my motor. It's a 300-hour service. We have everything else. I mean, every filter, lower unit, spark plugs. We got anodes. I really need to replace those. I'm getting some corrosion that I'm going to have to fix. I fish a lot of brackish water, so this is a big deal. And here's the old air injector. It just shorted out. I guess they get carbon buildup and then shorts it and doesn't fire off. But yeah, so we're gonna do it all, everything you could think of. We're going to do it. Alright, so we got the fuel rail back in, air injector in, we're all hooked up, so that's really awesome. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I'm pretty stoked about that. As you can tell, I was pretty nervous. That's a lot of money. I want to show you guys, we got a little bit of situation going on here. We got some corrosion going on here, so yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just start putting on parts. I'm going to just take you guys along. There's like hundreds of videos. I'm not going to do a step-by-step of all the things that I'm doing. This is just more showing you guys that I'm doing it. I'm taking it apart. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to doing it. I think I'm going to start over here. There's just, there's filters and stuff that I can get to here. Water separator, I can drain that out. We'll do all that. Okay. We got all the old filters changed out. Of course, they're a little dirty, but one there, one there, and then we got the fuel filter changed out. And I'll just give you a little hint of how my fuel filter removal went. Well, this 100-hour service is going about as good as anything else I ever seem to touch, just falling apart and going miserably. We had the situation with the fuel filter that I got a little mad at. Ordered the wrong spark plugs. I ordered 6K instead of 6J, which so happens to be right next to the J or the K on the keyboard, so I must have just fat fingered it. And but like the plugs didn't look that bad. It's not gonna, like, I can just go get some later. But now it is time to drain the lower unit, pull the lower unit, get all that changed out. While it's draining, I'm gonna change out the anodes because I am gonna have to take the anode off anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're replacing the two side ones, the bottom one here and the one that goes right here. Right here. That one.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, as you can see, lower unit's back on. So what happened was yesterday I got the lower unit put back on after breaking the bolt off. It's all put back together, and I ran it on the muffs for, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes, and the water pump worked. We got a lot of water pressure, good water pressure, but we were still like misfiring a little bit, and I knew it was most likely the plugs. So I had to go get new plugs today, and this is what my plugs looked like. This is the worst one. One of them was rusted. It was pretty bad. So I spent most of my morning replacing those, which wasn't a big deal. And then this morning, so after I get done replacing it, pull it outside, hook it up to the muffs, fire it up, kind of runs rough for a couple minutes, and then starts running great. I mean, like just normal every day, just chugging along. And then all of a sudden, this dreadful noise of the squeal. And if you know anything about Optimax, it's this.